Welcome to the second part of this graph tutorial in VTS Editor. In the first part, we saw how to read a graph from the start block to the end block by following the links and passing through the subgraphs inside the scene blocks. Here, we'll look at how to modify a graph to add blocks, connect links, and create your own interactive scenarios. First, on the right is the block library, showing the main functional blocks available. Here, I've just opened this scenario, so I'm on the first level of the graph where I can create scenes. Some block types are not available here, as they can only function within a scene. So I open a scene graph and see that other blocks have appeared in the list on the right. They allow you to build dialogues with the characters in the scene, change the scenery configuration, interact with the learner, etc. Let's add a message block to display a message at the start of the scene. To do this, I hover over the message block in the list and drag and drop it to add it to the graph. I can then link the block wherever I like by creating links and rearranging the blocks with drag and drop for better legibility. Alternatively, I can drag and drop a block directly onto an existing link to create and link it immediately. With my message block in place, I can now configure it. Here I click on its Edit button to open its parameters. I specify a welcome message to display and close the parameters. And that's it. I've added my first block. Let's complete this graph. The blocks are divided into several tabs, and each block has its own documentation page and dedicated video tutorial to help you discover them. Before continuing, it's worth noting that as the graph expands, you'll need to move the viewpoint, as I'm doing here by holding down a left click. You can also zoom in and out with the mouse wheel. Now that you know how to move around, let's go to the end of the graph and add a sentence choice block to allow the learner to choose between several sentences to pronounce. I open its parameters and click on the Add button to add a second sentence and write the texts. I close the parameters to return to the graph. Finally, I add two speak blocks to make the character respond to each of my sentences. Here too, I edit them to modify the texts. My graph is now complete. I click in the background of the graph to make sure no blocks are selected and click on the Preview button to start the scene from the beginning.
Hello and welcome in VTS Editor.
Can I find out more about interactive blocks?
Of course. Please feel free to view the dedicated video tutorials.